true. Good morning. Good morning. Everybody all set for the Super Bowl? No. Yeah. You know, it's funny. Every year we kind of wonder if the Super Bowl will have anything to do with the amount of people we have here. It usually doesn't. You know, some people I know specifically would definitely not be here, or would not be here because of it. But yeah, I get it. That was "Change the World" that we did. Eric Clapton, 2003. So one of the newer songs we've ever done. But wouldn't that be something if you could change your world? And if everybody did that, then the world would change, would it not?
Challenge accepted.
I'll have a tool for you today to help that process. I'm excited.
All right.
Yep.
We have a couple patron saints by the name of John Lennon and George Carlin. And John said, what the heck did John say?
I have no idea what
his
John
tag
said.
is missing. So, I know it was right here. My role in society, or any artist's or poet's role, is to try and express what we all feel. Not to tell the people how we feel. Not as a preacher, not as a leader, but as a reflection of us all.
Sticky.
Oh, this is sticky. I just used the one I just did. I know it's upside down and the writing's upside down, but
There's an
doesn't bother me.
if that one falls off.
And George, what year did Jesus think it was?
It was the noun.
Yeah, it's true. All right.
Uh-oh. Did you lose another sticky?
No, I got it right there.
There you go.
Everybody calls clear those ideas which have the same degree of confusion as his own. There is a great difference between still believing something and believing it again. Madness is to think of too many things in a succession too fast, or of one thing too exclusively.
For all those people with ADHD.
Yeah, well, it was Voltaire, 1690, so,
Yeah.
you know, they said interesting things then. Still say interesting things. If a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it is because he hears a different drummer. Let him step to the music he hears, however measured or far away. Henry Thoreau. And you probably heard just a little bit of that. Somebody beats to a different drum. That's where it came from. Now you know. Probably didn't care, did you? But
Yeah, we did.
okay.
Yeah, we did, because we're all walking to the beat of a different drum.
oh
right?
boy. Yes, we are. A poem written in honor of a bride and bridegroom is called an epithalamium. I know. I'll bet you didn't know
I
that.
don't care.
I'll bet you that was the other part I was going to. Yeah, I'll bet you didn't care either. Yep. I know. Well, but it just shows you can learn something at church.
That's right.
Might not be real useful. Oh, that.
And it's gone. I
That
have
says
no idea
something.
what he just said. Something malmium.
Epithalamium.
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 I never got one.
Not that
Why
I have
couldn't the
any.
gnome pay his rent? He was a little short. What do you call a prehistoric pig? This one's just stupid. Jurassic pork. Now, why is it dangerous to do math in the jungle? Because if you add 4 and 4, you get 8. Why did dinosaurs walk so slowly? Because running shoes hadn't been invented yet. Ta-da! I had...
She was just still. Epithalamium. Okay, I got it.
Okay, I'm going to do this one real quick because this was one I did. I think I've done this once or maybe twice since I originally got it in 2012. So you guys have probably heard it, and some of you may have, but
Doesn't even remember.
I know. A 15-year-old Amish boy and his father were in a mall. They were amazed by almost everything they saw, but especially by two shiny silver walls that could move apart and then slide back together again. The boy asked, "What is that, Father?" The father, never having seen an elevator before, responded, "Son, I have never seen anything like that in my entire life. I don't know what it is." Well, the boy and his father were watching in amazement. A rather obese old lady in a wheelchair moved up to the moving walls and pressed a button. The walls opened. The lady rolled between them into a small room. The walls closed. The boy and his father watched the small numbers above the walls light up sequentially. They continued to watch until it reached the last number, and then the numbers began to light in the reverse order. Finally, the walls opened up again, and a gorgeous 24-year-old blonde popped out. The father, not taking his eyes off of the young woman, said quietly to his son, "Go get your mother." Ta-da.
So today we have kind of an experiential thing that we're going to do, and then I'll tell you why we're doing it in a minute. But I want to start by telling you how it all came about. So when Phil and I first awakened to the spiritual stuff, it was a long time ago. There were no books out, there were no organizations out, there was no internet. I know, we're that old. And so there was a lot of stuff going on. I was a reawakened empath, so I felt everything. And somehow it occurred to us, well, we got to find a way to protect me because I just get blown away by everything. Going to the grocery store was traumatic.
Agony.
Going to a restaurant was agony because I'd feel that couple was in love and this couple was fighting and that person was anyway. So it was awful. So we tested out all kinds of things to try to find a way to create protection for me, energetic protection. So the first thing we discovered was the arm test, where you measure somebody's energetic strength.
Kind of common now, or
It's
fairly
common.
common anyway.
And then we imagined ourselves, whoever was having the arm tested, imagined ourselves in every color of the rainbow, and imagine the other person in every color of the rainbow. And what we came up with is what we're going to share with you today. It's very, very simple and very, very powerful.
Some of you already know it.
Some of you already know it. I see some heads nodding. If you did Dream Quest, you've got it. So let's get a volunteer, and Phil's going to walk us through the process and talk about it as we go. So who would like to volunteer to do this? Yes, ma'am. Come on up. You need to come up.
Yeah. If you don't want to come up, you don't have to volunteer.
All right, so stand up here. I'm going to move the camera, and I'm going to kind of help you talk things through. So could you do it so the camera can see you? So
Okay, so just want to face me then.
hi.
Yeah,
don't
don't
walk
go.
that
Yeah,
far
don't
up.
go back anymore.
Let's stand that way just a
That's-
little bit. Okay.
Okay.
And then you're like that.
All right.
There we go. So the first thing he's going to do is just check your strength, your energy. Go ahead and do that, Phil.
Go ahead and put your weakest arm out, just straight out to the side. Okay. just resist. I'm going to push. I'm going to push down. Okay, so resist. Okay. Okay. Put it down.
And now he's going to cut your aura.
Oh.
So go ahead and do that.
Just physically cut it. That's all I'm going to do. Now put your arm out and resist.
See, she wasn't as strong. So your aura has this powerful strengthening property. So we're going to enhance the aura some more. So go ahead and heal her aura for her. Seal it back up again. All right, now, tell me your first name again.
Norma.
Norma. I want you to envision yourself in a white light,
Okay.
a white bubble. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Now I want you to envision Phil in a pink bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Now this pink bubble is going to, you're not hurting anybody by putting them in pink. What you're doing is you're wrapping them in divine love. And this divine love, if there's anything negative that they're thinking, saying, or doing hits this pink bubble and back at them. Okay? So you're not harming them, but this is kind of like instant karma. All right? So Phil's going to think a negative thought. It may not be about you, it's just a negative thought.
We don't want you to do that yet.
But we want you to be in the white light and him in the pink bubble, and then we'll see how your energy does. Yes? Am I forgetting something?
Yeah, we're supposed to try. Never mind. We'll just do it that way.
Well, do it your way. I could back up.
Well, it proves nothing if we do it that way.
Oh yeah, okay. So don't do bubbles yet. Don't do bubbles yet. Don't listen to me.
So
Listen to Phil.
what I did originally was I actually just physically cut her aura. Okay. Now I'm strictly going to think a negative thought, and we'll see the response that she gets from that. Okay, hold your arm out. Oh my goodness.
You could feel this negative thought, couldn't you?
2 fingers.
Yes, jeez.
Okay, so now do the you in white light and him in pink.
Okay.
Woo.
Oh.
Ready? Okay, put your arm out again.
Oh, see how much stronger she was?
Yeah.
Let's give her a big hand. Yay. How did that feel?
Good.
Surprising, probably.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Powerful stuff. That's him in pink, that other person in pink, and you in white. And that's the protection
I love it.
energy. You love it?
Yes. Yes.
So what
Simple.
we want to do is there's several people who have experienced this before, and before the day is done, I would really like everybody to experience that. Have that energetic feeling, because we don't realize how someone else's thoughts. And it could be, I'm having a bad day, I hate my job, blah, blah, blah. But whatever, it's going to affect you, especially if you're empathic or you're awakening on a sensitive level.
But even
right?
if you're not, it can literally change your day and you won't know what happened, when, where, or anything.
And a lot of times what they're thinking negatively is self-talk.
It's self-talk, could be self-talk.
Why did I do that?
Yeah, all kinds of critical stuff that has nothing to do with you. So Phil did this one time with this guy. He was a firefighter.
He was a firefighter.
And he was like 6'4". You know,
In shape.
Phil's not
The
a
impossible dream.
tall guy. so when we were showing this guy this stuff, his arm dropped. I wished I'd had a camera.
Because, of course,
for
he
that.
thought we were full of it. And he
Yeah.
absolutely
Oh, yeah,
refused
he's
to
done-
believe any
yeah,
of it
no,
until
this
we
energy
showed him.
stuff, no.
Until we showed him.
And so he was like, I wasn't ready, do it again. So Phil did it again. His arm went down so fast. He was like, oh, that did not. So, but when he did the pink light, he was really strong. And he said nothing the rest of the time we were all together. He just shut it. He didn't complain. He didn't criticize. Nothing. But this pink light is so powerful. This pink bubble is so powerful. And we're not hurting anyone at all when we do that. We're allowing them to look at what they're doing in their world. So, and I'm going to move on into what I'm doing. So let's give Phil a big hand. Thank you, Phil.
That's his way of being
So I want to read to you what Jesus had to say. Nope. That one? Nope. This one. Matthew 5, verse 44. But I say to you, love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. Shoot. But I want to hate them. Here's the thing. They're thriving on hate. It's their commodity. And if I hate them, I'm giving them more fuel. Stop that. Stop feeding the beast. Love instead. Love is more powerful. Did you see how powerful that pink light was? Man, it did some powerful stuff. Here's the thing. We don't know how to pray for our enemies. What am I supposed to say? I don't want them. What? Oh, I hope they have a happy life. No, I don't. I want them to change. I want them to stop doing stupid stuff that hurts people, right? But when I think about, I can't really pray about that. How do I say that? Listen to this one. Romans chapter 8, verse 26. And in the same way, we'll get more to the same way here in a minute. In the same way, the Spirit also helps our weakness, for we do not know how to pray as we should. But the Spirit himself intercedes for us with groanings too deep for words. We don't have to know how. We don't have to say, oh, I want stars and rainbows for this person. When we don't feel that, we can just go, yeah. And the Holy Spirit's going to take care of it for us, right? Because, back in verse 15, you've not received a spirit of slavery leading to fear again. That's not what we're about. We don't need to be afraid of people. But, verse 24, for in hope we have been saved. Hope that is seen is not hope. For why does one also hope for what he sees? But if we have hope received with perseverance, we wait eagerly for it, and in the same way, Spirit helps us in our weaknesses. So hope. When we do the pink bubble thing, we're encasing that person in hope. Our hope. Not our disdain, not our anger, not our fear, but hope. Because we truly want them to have the best life possible. Because if people are having the best life possible, they're not going to be hurtful. They're not going to be bitter. They're not going to be angry. They're not going to be vengeful. They're going to be kind. That's just the result of it. So rather than being reactive out of fear, it's terribly important, extremely important for us to move into this empowered state, knowing that we have energy to change the world. And here's what we're going to do today. You're going to love it. I'm going to give you a pink balloon. Do not blow it up. And a pink piece of paper. On this pink piece of paper, if I can get my fingers to work right, you're going to write the name of the person that is an issue for you. Your enemy. Could be somebody that just gives you a hard time every darn day and you just wish they'd chill. You know, maybe you got somebody like that at work. Or maybe you know somebody that's just really in a bad spot and you can't help them. Or maybe this is somebody that's tormenting you. We've all had that, have we not? You're going to write their name on that piece of paper. And then you're going to fold that piece of paper up. Put it in the pink balloon. Get it all the way down there. We're not going to blow up the balloon, remember? And then you're going to tie the balloon in a knot. And then this balloon is going to go in the freezer here at church. If you've been to have you seen the freezer at church? Full of pink balloons. These have been, huh?
Ours is.
You're at home too? Yeah, mine at home too.
Whole top shelf.
Whole top shelf. That's great. Let me tell you a story. There was a gal who, she attended church for a while and had a really difficult time with a mental illness. And she would call me at 3 o'clock in the morning, call me every name in the book. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And put her in a pink balloon. No more phone calls. We got a new refrigerator, so I cleaned out the old one and threw away all those pink balloons.
Is that what you do?
And she called me at 3 a.m. in the morning, screaming at me, calling me every name in the book. I put her back in that pink balloon, put a new pink balloon in with her name. Several years later, I'm going to cry. Several years later, she came in Phil and I were working, doing something here at the church. She came in and she started talking to Phil, and I was in the back. Oh, dear Lord, what am I going to do about this? She came in and she apologized. She said, you know, I was not well, but you never treated me unkindly. You treated me with grace, and I didn't deserve it. And I just want you to know how much I truly, truly appreciated everything. And I'm so sorry that I hurt you the way I did. And so all was forgiven. It was all beautiful. Her health was not good anymore, so she wasn't able to attend services, but she just, it was all clear energy. Pink balloon, the power of pink. This is the color of unconditional love. This is the color of grace, peace. And that's what we want for ourselves. And we're just blessing that situation, that person. And when they send out negative energy, it can't cross that barrier. It can't. And they get to look at it. It's back at them. So it's like instant karma. They get to see what's going on. Sometimes it takes an instant or two. Sometimes it takes a little longer. It's none of our business. Makes us no never mind. Our job is to put that person, their first name, last name, if you got it, in the pink balloon, and let it go. It's none of your stuff anymore. Then you can walk your sacred path with power. And they can say all kinds of stuff. It can't harm you. Right? Are we clear? So I need help. Somebody please pass out balloons, and somebody please pass out papers. And let's get it done. Oh, can I have one too? No, I got a pink paper. Can I have a pink balloon? Toss me a balloon. A balloon. Thank you. Okay.
One for you, huh?
One for me. So I've been asked in the past, while we're losing distraction here, I've been asked in the past, can you put your own name in here? You can. Start with somebody else first.
Why would you do your own?
Well, you do your own because you want to really look at your own stuff. I'm not that brave. I've been asked in the past, can you put your own name in the balloon? I would not advise that. You can, but I would not advise that unless you're really ready to look at your own CRAP. And full force. Full force. Okay. I can't think of anybody right now. I may have to do this later. Okay. So once you get your balloon, your name, put the name on the piece of paper, wad it up, put it in the balloon, tie the end of the balloon off. And then we're going to do a guided meditation over this. Huh? What? Kind of lost him. Yeah.
We always put water in water.
You know, if you want to do that, I just wouldn't advise it because you're going to see stuff maybe you're not ready to see yet. I would encourage you to put your name in a white balloon. If you got to do it, do a white balloon. Well, you may have work to do, but this is for praying for your enemy. Everybody ready? So Mr. Phil, if you'd be willing to dim the lights really quickly, sir. Oh, and do not put more than one person in a light, in a bubble, in a pink balloon. Do you need more paper?
Yes.
To start over? Don't put more than one in it. It's not fair. Why would you want somebody else to feel somebody else's stuff? So be kind. All right, you ready? So let's take a little meditation. Do a little meditation with this. If you haven't finished, you can finish after the meditation. Okie dokie? All right. So let's just take a breath, center into our heart space, being here in this moment. Feeling empowered. You're more powerful than you know. You can visualize energy, and energy responds to your intent. You are more powerful than you know. Let that sense of that reside in your heart space. And as you feel that in your heart, open up to Divine Source now. Whatever that is for you. Excuse me. And as you open up to that, there's a myriad of energetic portals between you and the ethereal realms. And you'll intuitively know today which one is right for you. Maybe it's the pink portal. Maybe it's blue. Maybe it's green. Maybe it's red. Maybe it's iridescent, sparkly. Whatever you tune into is what is right for you and can empower you today in this process. Let that living light of love, whatever color you're experiencing, let that flow in to the top of your head and let it touch your mind. As it touches your mind, fear dissipates, anguish dissipates, frustration dissipates. And what's left is peace. What's left is hope. What's left is trust. Letting that beautiful energy flow down into your heart space and from your heart space everywhere. Your whole being. Into your truth circuit, into your perception circuit, into your guts. Every fiber, every tissue, every cell. So that you are awakened into this new form of energy, this positive energy. And any suffering that you may have had as a result of someone being less than kind to you or being a disruption to you, that's all erased, transformed. And what's left is this beautiful sense of peace. And now with this beautiful sense of peace, allow yourself to find your way to a beautiful beach. And as you're walking along the beach, you see that there's a little dinghy out in the water. A dinghy is a small boat. And in that dinghy is this person that you have trouble with. And ask for this beautiful pink bubble to come and surround this person. Surround the dinghy that they're in. Maybe they are a little dinghy, who knows? But surround them in this beautiful pink bubble. And see yourself in a beautiful white bubble. And notice that this beautiful pink bubble is taking them further out to sea. Out to see what they need to look at. Out to see their part, their role, their place in any disharmony that may be occurring. And you stay on the beach, surrounded in this beautiful white light. You feel blessed. You feel safe. You feel sacred. And you feel peaceful. You feel powerful. And now look down at your feet. There's something here that is catching your attention, something here for you. Is it a starfish? Is it a clamshell? Is it a rock that has been polished smooth? Is it sea glass? Is it a piece of driftwood? Whatever you're experiencing will have deep spiritual significance for you and assist you on your journey of being true to yourself, being protected, and being powerful. So honor and acknowledge this gift and allow yourself to walk back out away from this beach, back into this time and space, back into the here and now, back into your body fully. I want to take a breath, exhale. Welcome back. We're going to do communion, and then after that, I will answer any questions you may have about your guided meditation. So Mr. Phil, if you want to join me. Hey Beth, you want to turn that central light on for us? Just to... Thanks. So communion. This is our opportunity to acknowledge Jesus, the Ascended One. Wise words. I don't care if you believe in him or not. Wise words. Love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. Wise. We can honor that. Join me in prayer, would you please? Loving Spirit of light, as we take this into our body, help us to take in the truth of our own power. Help us to walk in that sacred power with love and light and joy. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen. Join us in prayer again, please. Loving Spirit of light, as we drink this in, help us to drink in awareness of our own power. Thank you for that power. Grant us wisdom with power. Thank you. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen. You okay?
Yeah, just an interesting noise.
Yeah.
You imagine being at home and
Oh, dear Lord. Somebody may just put you in a pink bubble, Bill.
oh,
No.
y'all know what it is. Thank you so much. Wouldn't do it without you. But we've always had what we needed, and hopefully it'll continue for a long time. 27 years is a long time so far.
We are very grateful. Yes.
So, who has a question about their, Phil? The basket, gonna send that back around if you wanna put your balloon back in here, and we'll put it in the freezer. Oh, really? Here, wait, let me get, Phil, could you,
Yeah.
microphone? Or is that something you want to tell me later?
When you were having Phil wrap her in the pink light, it reminded me of the pink balloon. Before I even knew you were going to do it, I did that for my son. Say almost 2 years ago. His life has completely changed. Completely. He's clean and sober, married, has 2 little girls. They are happy as clams. So
This stuff works.
Yeah, I had to let go and let God, and that was my last my last resort was the refrigerator, besides my daily praying and worrying. But I just let it go and put it in there, and
Awesome.
I completely forgot until you Listen, we're talking about wrapping in white, and I turn around and tell Carrie, next thing you know, you're pulling up a balloon, so.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
This stuff works. What do you need here? You need another piece of paper? Got it. Okay, anybody have any questions on what they received at the beach?
Linda.
I think I know. I got a rose quartz crystal.
Well, let's hear it on the microphone for everybody.
Of course, because my voice is so lovely. I got a rose quartz crystal.
And you think that means for you?
It's all about love.
It's all about love. Exactly. And the rose quartz crystal is love solidified. So it's that strength, it's that power. And we think it's soft and gentle. It's strong. That power that we're doing, that we're working with is very strong. If a life can change, this is powerful stuff. This is powerful stuff. Anybody else have a question? Oh, right in front of you. Lynn?
I changed my mind. Nobody's talking. I got a clam, which was weird. Inside of it was a pearl.
Oh. So this is about a pearl of great price is wisdom. So you have wisdom to share. And the clam lets you know that if somebody's listening, you just don't talk. If somebody's open to hearing, you can open and share your wisdom. So it's discernment. This grants you discernment. Beautiful. Anybody else? Mr. Mark?
Okay, this is G-rated, but I got a Japanese screw.
A Japanese screw.
You know what one of those is?
No.
It actually is a clam killer. So it's a snail-like thing that drills into a clam and sucks the life out of it.
So, I'm asking about that one.
I know it, I am too.
Oh, so this is about destructive thoughts. And you have been given the power to eradicate those destructive thoughts, whether they're yours or someone else. And you do it with this loving power that drills right to the center of the issue and clears it. Very good, very good. What else? Yeah, well, you know, just because it looks bad and ugly doesn't mean that it is. You know, I think sometimes Spirit brings us these harsh things to look at so that it wakes us up. Because we don't listen, if it's all roses and butterflies, we're not going to pay attention. So sometimes it has to come a little stronger. Carrie.
I received a blue crystal, like a blue cut stone, you know, like a gemstone, deep blue, and that turned into a cross.
Okay, so blue is about communication, and this gemstone is about, well, you know, when they take a raw stone and they polish it, they rub the surfaces off, and it's precision stuff done. So you've done the work, and now it's time to share what you know. It's time for you to share this beautiful, sparkling insights that you have, and you'll let your faith guide you. Let your love guide you through that. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, thank you.
Then you're right on track for doing that, aren't you? Yes.
So the first gift I received was a jellyfish between my feet, and then a sand dollar shortly appeared from the water after that.
Okay, so jellyfish, oh, I'm getting so much on this. So jellyfish they just go gently through the water, but don't mess with them because they'll sting you. So this gives you the ability to gently move through your environment and yet still have the ability to speak your truth and stand your ground in a clear way. Okay? The sand dollar, this can be prosperity, but it feels to me more than that for you. If you break open a sand dollar, what you'll find inside are these little shell-looking like things, and they look like birds. So this is allowing you to, you're going to open up and fly free. Doesn't that feel right? And you're protected, you're strong enough, you don't have to be tough. You can just gracefully move through your life and fly free. How does that feel?
It's pretty.
Okay.
Janice, I'm growing so much under your wing. So today I didn't receive anything. I gave myself a gift. The gift came from me.
Wonderful.
And I had at my feet ragged clothes. I shed ragged clothes. And when I looked at myself, I got new clothes, a body of light. I was light.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So that's, yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful gift. But I own it to you and to all of you. So I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for stepping into the truth of who you are. You've let go of all that ragged energy that no longer serves, and you've stepped into being a light worker. And it's really hard for me to hear praise, so I'm trying not to dismiss that. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have a baby shower to do here in just a minute. I think Michelle's already in the back prepping for that. Before we go on to doing that, let's do an energy circuit for the folks online. Thank you. Bless you. And then we'll do our energy circuit, and then we'll go have fun, have snacks. Sound good? Rub your hands together really, really, really fast. You're still connected into whatever that energetic circuit was. Bring it into your heart space. From your heart space to your left hand back to your right hand. Or to your right hand, and then back to your heart space. And this connects an energetic circuit. Can you feel the energy between your hands? Man, that's powerful this morning. This is love. This is the power of love. And we've got that. We've got the power of that. So just allow that to build, and then bring that into your heart space, and have a great week. And we will see you next